In this video today, I want to talk about beliefs and the purpose they serve in our lives and the way that we can begin to release ones that are of limitation. Why that's so beneficial to release the beliefs that maybe we're unconscious of. Maybe they sort of exist in the subconscious, but they are affecting our life. When I was a kid, and actually still to this day, honestly, when I'm with him, but my dad would take my brother and I to do really fun things all the time. He would take us everywhere. And I remember there was this little season in our life where my brother were going back and forth, accusing my dad of favoring the other one, when clearly that was not the case. If you know my dad, it's not really possible. He adores his kids. But there was a time, small little season, where we were going back and forth, thinking that he was favoring the other one. My brother would think that. And I remember feeling, for a couple days one time, my feeling as though my dad was favoring my brother. And although my dad was doing all these incredible things with both of us, for both of us, I was focused on any sort of evidence I could find as to why he was favoring my brother. And my dad would say, what you believe, you perceive. And so I was only seeing through the lens of my beliefs. And life is no different. Many of us, we have these illusions within the mind that we're attached to, and we think they're a representation of who we are. Maybe we think we're not smart. Maybe we think we don't have a purpose. And because we have these repetitive thoughts with emotion, which is a belief, we experience life this way. And we think that it's because, we have all the evidence to prove why we're right, when really we're just missing all of the abundance of genius that is within us. We're really missing our divine purpose because we're so focused on this belief that maybe we are not who we really are at our core. Well, all a belief is a repetitive thought with emotion. And the top marketing companies in the world, they use this thing called the art of repetition to plant that seed, to plant a thought. And the more we see their advertisement, the more that seed is watered, it becomes a belief. They aren't focused, or they don't care if we see their advertisement once. They don't care if we're even conscious of their advertisement. What they care about is the repetition, because they're aware that the more that this advertisement is exposed to us, it is absorbed within the mind. One day we're in a store, we buy their product, we don't even know why we bought it. That's because it created this belief, a thought with repetition. So we can use the art of repetition to actually live a life that is most fulfilling for us. And many times we have these beliefs that are within the mind that don't reflect who we really are at our core, but we experience life this way because, again, it is something that we believe. So how do we even become aware of the beliefs that we're unaware of, and how do we begin to release beliefs? Well, a really cool way to begin doing this is through meditation, because meditation, it strengthens our relationship with our spirit. It allows us to detach from any of the illusions that the mind has absorbed, and really get in touch with our life force, our breath, our connection with source, essence, universe. And when we're focusing on this breath, a lot of limiting thoughts, a lot of limiting beliefs will show up. And this is an incredible opportunity for us to practice observing them. When we can strengthen this muscle within of observing our thoughts, this aligns us with who we really are. So the more that we practice this, the more that we release our attachment from these beliefs, and then we will begin to see evidence. And so the next way to actually create beliefs that serve us, that are empowering, is words of affirmation. To just find some time through the day to remind ourselves that we're smart, that we're brilliant, that we're unique. And the more that we repeat this through our day, this fills the subconscious mind, and we create new neural pathways that will allow us to feel empowered, that will allow us to feel brilliant. The divine truth is, it is energetically impossible for you not to be brilliant with something in your life. There is an area of your life where you are brilliant in, and you might be missing it, or maybe you already know you're brilliant and it's some other area of your life. Maybe you think you're not good in relationships. Well, again, this belief was created at some time in our life, maybe sometime in our childhood. Trauma was created. and there was an event that affected us, and we really bought into this identity where we maybe feel we aren't great in relationships. And now, because we have this belief, we have all the evidence to show that this belief is correct, when really it's reflecting our well-being. Because friends, here's the divine truth. You are special and unique, and you are a co-creator on this planet. And if we can begin to see that we create everything in our life experience, we can then begin to change it. And it's one of the most empowering things in the world. And the next way of creating beliefs that serve us is finding evidence as to how genius we are, or how good in relationships we are. Whatever belief we want to reprogram, it's just like programming a computer. Think of yourself, almost as a robot in a way, where the mind is just a software. We have to really create this new belief and these new pattern thoughts within that will allow us to feel, and feeling broadcast a powerful energy. By metaphysical law, life is reflecting our well-being. Our well-being is a reflection of our thoughts, words, actions, emotions, and beliefs. So if we can begin to change how we feel, we begin to change our energy broadcast and our life experience. Anything that interacts with this broadcast is going to show us our well-being. So here's the deal, friend. You are not any of the illusions or any of the beliefs that are within the mind. All right? That's number one. We can practice meditating just through our day. We don't even need to be in a traditional meditation pose. It can be while we're in a social setting, and maybe thoughts of doubt and fear are showing up. And these are incredible moments to practice observing, to practice focusing on an extended breath and reaffirming how special we are, reaffirming how many people love us, reaffirming any empowering thought that allows us to align with who we really are at our core of love. And the more and the more and the more that we practice aligning with this essence, we strengthen our system, we strengthen the mind, we strengthen all areas of our life, and we begin to experience a life that is fulfilling. We begin to experience a life that we deserve. You have an incredible soul mission, and many times our limiting beliefs deter us from that soul mission. Many times these beliefs were created to teach us a lesson, to teach us something really beneficial in this lifetime, and they allow us really to be able to empower more lives because we have gone through the experience of being filled with fear, filled with doubt, filled with these illusions and limitations. And when you learn to overcome this, man, you are unstoppable. You already are unstoppable, friend. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. You could have been literally anywhere in the world, and you're here and you've subscribed. I hope you subscribed. Maybe you didn't, but if you did, thank you so much. And if you didn't, thank you so much, because you're gonna, right? Wait, you're gonna subscribe, right? Alrighty, friends, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.